Hi guys, FrostFangs here and welcome back once again, of course, to another Paladins video. We are going to be playing some Nando today. You could probably tell from the title and the thumbnail, but for some reason, I don't really know why, he's been requested a ton. Like the past week, I've had it be like one of the top comments on every one of my videos to play as Formidable Nando and then also Abyss Spike Dredge, because I haven't made a video on that in ages and I do want to make another one of that at some point soon. But Formidable Nando was requested. I actually have recorded this video already, and that's why I'm going to be changing it up a little bit. I recorded an entire video with Formidable. I didn't really enjoy it all that much. It was kind of rough. It didn't really feel all that fun to play. Ended up just scrapping the video because it wasn't anything really worth watching. I may have also somehow forgotten to have hit the record button and had no footage for either my face cam or my gameplay, so that video got scrapped for two reasons. But yeah, the main one being the fact that it wasn't very much fun to play. So today I'm going to be doing Scorch Nando and doing Damage Nando, because I thought, hey, you're requesting Formidable Nando, you're probably doing it just because you want to see Nando, so why not I just go ahead and do something that might actually be kind of fun to watch and play some Scorch, which is obviously the best way to go about playing Damage Nando, because Formidable and Aegis are the tanky ones that you don't really pick. But then again, you don't really pick Nando in general these days. I don't really see anybody play him. It's very, very rare that I go up against or play with a Fernando. I'd say he's probably the least picked character. I'm not really going to go into it now. I might do it at the end of the video, but Damage Nando got pulled back a lot and changed a significant amount, and then nobody played Nando because Tank Nando wasn't great. Damage Nando was pretty good. They pulled Damage Nando down, and now he has two playstyles that both don't really work all that well. In my opinion, right now in the state of Paladins, there are way better choices as a tank. He still does work in some situations, and if you're really good with him, but for me, I usually stay away from Nando, which is a shame because I do like him. He's a cool character, and he's getting a skin in the next patch. But this is the letter we're going to be rolling with. Incinerate max level, so we're putting a 50% cooldown reduction on the fireball. Makes sense. We're also then going to reduce it by 30% whenever we get in a limb. Triggers on everything else too. We got Brand in there for a heal. This used to be built in Hi-Rez. We've got Hot Pursuit, which is a movement speed buff. It only can trigger once every 10 seconds, which is a shame considering you can throw your fireball out every 3. The fact that this has a 10-second internal timer is a little bit strange, and then looks that kill just to regen a little bit of ammo when we're in close range. That's pretty much all there is for me to go over. I might as well claim my daily login because I haven't played yet today. I say I ended up scrapping it, but all I ended up scrapping was like 30 seconds of footage that I got before I accidentally turned off the recording because, you know, I'm a big professional YouTube man, like I've said before. I'd love to see like a Nando rework sometime in the future because I feel like he's so close to being like a really fun and really playable character and actually be somebody that you see quite regularly. One thing that I've wanted for a really long time with Nando, I feel like would still not cause the problem that is the reason that they patched him. They originally, I think, like fiddled with his Q because they didn't like the bursty aspect of it, because it did used to deal what, like 585. It was pretty strong, and now the only way you can actually get burst from the fireball is if you hit multiple people, so it feels a little bit more fair. I would love to see the fire you can apply to somebody on your left click actually go onto your fireball. I think that would be really cool because then you'd get 200 bonus damage over 2 seconds. It would not feel as bursty or as cheesy, but it would make Nando feel a hell of a lot better to play, at least in my opinion. Looks like for the map we're going to have Siege Jaguar Force. Shoutouts to Hellcat Play. That is the Strix said hi FrostFangs recording. Not going to respond so that he gets a little surprise when he watches this video, or she, I have no idea. We've got a Pip, a Strix, a Grok, and a Victor, and it looks like we're going to be up against a Barak, a Damba, a Vivian, a Cassie, and a Dredge. Another thing that I think would be really cool that they could do with the fireball would make it so that if you hit the fireball on somebody and you're hitting them with your left click, they synergize together and you get bonus damage on one of the two. I feel like that would make it also feel a lot more fair. That is if they even want to keep him the same way he is now. I would be also quite interested to just see a general rework of him. I don't feel like they'll be doing that. I'd just like to see some of the stuff he's got tweaked because it's really close to being really good. Looks like Pip's going for heals and Grok's going for damage. That's fine. Do I want to grab Hi-Rez off the bat or Rekka? I guess Rekka on Nando doesn't really make any sense. Well, we'll go for Hi-Rez because Nando can apply it pretty well because the fire tick damage actually still triggers Hi-Rez, I think. So you actually end up getting quite a bit more time on Hi-Rez when you're landing the fireball and stuff. There we go, 652. Just hold left click on him. There's another Q that hit the shield. Just kind of stay on here, throw a Q over in that direction. Don't know if we hit him, but Strix finished her off, so that's sick. There's a Q for you again. We got a nice little heal on it. That is Dredge just here. Am I going to try and get rid of him? He just did a reload. He's gone though. We've totally got this Dredge. Hello back. You want to go, my guy? Oh, that is Cassie as well. I am the last person alive. There's my dash play. There's a Q for the two of you. I'm actually going to die here. Did a pretty good job of annoying them for a bit though. We kept that back and the Cassie on us for a decent amount of time. I was the last person alive. That's a shame. I feel like the one thing Fernando kind of lacks at the moment is impact, because the only situation where you actually feel like you're doing anything impactful is when you chain the Q, which is strange because, you know, if you play Formidable or the other playstyle that isn't damage, you're just not really going to have that much impact. Can I kill this Barak, please? This is taking forever. Barak, I just want to get rid of you. There's a Q. He's still alive. I don't know what my plan is here. I'm kind of in a bit of a weird spot. There's a Q for him. I only have caught one. on? Why is this Dredge T-posing me? Why is he asserting his dominance? What is going on? Why is there T-posing Dredge? How are there still bugs like this? What? That legit threw me off. It made me miss like 2 fireballs. That Dredge T-posing terrified me. Let's get rid of this Damber. There we go. Sick, didn't even get the kill for that one. Just gonna stand here with the shield. I'm gonna maybe get rid of this Dredge. There's a hit for him. I have got very little health. Well, that's 0-2 at 3 minutes. Definitely could have gone better than it did just there. People saying this game is so broken. Zero Frank, you heard? I have no idea what's going on with Strix. I hate this lag. Am I getting lag? 30 ping? I guess not. I'd actually be really interested to hear what you guys who play Nando regularly would like changed about him, because I don't really know anybody who plays Nando all the time, to be honest. I don't really see Nando in my games very often at all. There's not even really anybody I could ask because I don't see anybody play him, but I'm sure there's some of you guys out there that do. Let's maybe get rid of this Vivian. There's no way I'm being able to get rid of her here. My damage is basically nothing, and the whole team is gone. Same exact thing happened last time. Let's get rid of this back. He should be gone any second. There's a Q for him. Sick. He's nearly gone. I have cauterized one. It's not enough. There's a Q for her. Thank you, Pip, for the heal. He's actually doing a pretty good job. I can't give him any shit. That fireball somehow landed. That was literally just like a reaction there, a muscle reaction. I had no input on that whatsoever, but it worked. Well, hello, Cassie. What's popping? There's some hits for you. The tick damage is nice. It's just when I'm actually like flame lancing somebody, I have very, very little damage. Like the Q is kind of nice, but even then it's only 450 on the first target. It only actually does anything after we hit more than one person. I reckon this is a team fight that we're going to lose unless we retreat a little bit. Thank you there for the heals, Pip. There's a Q for you. That only hit one of you. I'm totally dead. There's nothing I can do to deal with that Dredge. I feel like with most tanks in a one-on-one fight, like against a damage character, I can actually kind of hold my own and usually not be too screwed. But playing against Dredge right now is just like, oh, I have like 500 damage a second and you have like 3k. Sick. I guess I'll just go ahead and stop bothering. You see, I'm probably going to cut a decent amount of this out because it isn't really fun to watch, but at the same time, the game has been going on for 7 minutes. It's not like it's even been a long match. There's not that much for me to cut out. It's a defeat. I feel like that's fair enough. 0-4. Their team was better than ours. Barak is the man with top play. Looks like it's right at the end of that last round there. He gets rid of Pip just about. He goes ahead and gets rid of Grok as well. Throws down an ult. He gets rid of the Strix just about, and that is at the end of his top play. I guess that was a triple. Well, I guess if we take a look at the stats real quick, 6-8 Strix, 26k ain't too bad. Pip did alright as well. I didn't do too bad. I have no kills and 5 assists, but I at least have 32k damage and like 50k shielding. Isn't honestly terrible. Victor did okay, and I guess Grok did alright. It's kind of low for damage, Grok, but I guess it could be worse. If we go on this side real quick, Barak did pretty good. Maldamba did pretty good. I guess Vivian did alright. Cass did pretty good, and the Dredge did pretty good. Not really anything worth pointing out. That was just a really, really awkward game. I feel like that's what you'll encounter most of the time when you play Fernando, is just awkward situations. Like the strangest thing is, I think for me when I play Nando, is whenever I play any other tank in a one-on-one fight against a damage character, I feel like I can hold my own. I feel like if I land my hits and I use my abilities properly, I can nearly always like be at least even with the person I'm fighting. With Nando, I feel like in most one-on-ones against any damage character, some of the supports I'd probably be able to beat out, but a lot of the damage characters who are at least decent would probably be able to whoop me as Nando. I used to play a hell of a lot of Nando before he got nerfed. I used to play him a decent amount when I played ranked, and he was pretty damn good. I liked playing damage Nando. It worked out well, but just the way they changed it for me completely screwed him over. And clearly I'm not the only one because I barely ever see him. I know most people also don't really see Nando very much. We've got a Maeve, we've got a Strix, a Ying, and a Barak. We're playing him on Siege Bazaar up against a Cassie, a Damba, a Pip, a Con, and a Maeve. For me, I feel like Nando's just stuck a little bit in old Paladins. Maybe he still performs really, really well with the people who know what they're doing in ranked and stuff, but for casual, Nando is just a pick you very rarely see. Be interesting to see how we do here, at least in like a double tank situation against just a Con. I feel like most people I can deal decent damage to, but at the same time, I just feel like in comparison to so many of the other characters, it is really, really underwhelming. Shoutouts to Gaunt Z, I think is how you say that. That is the Barak. I didn't see that in the lobby for some reason, but I think I just missed it, but shoutouts to him. They're obviously focusing all their attention on other things, but with Nando, they would really only have to do very little to actually make him a really good character. They could just increase the range on his flame lance, increase the damage on it, like I said, combo the Q and the left click. They could do so many things. I just feel like right now he's an underwhelming character for me. If you really disagree with me and you like play a ton of Nando, please let me know. What situation do you pick Nando in and why? What is it about Nando that you like him for? Why do you pick Nando? What is it about him? Because honestly, for me these days with his damage and everything, I don't really have a situation where I gravitate towards him. I guess there's a couple situations where I feel like Nando's a good pick on some of the maps that have really, really sort of slim lines where you can really, really easily line up people. He does pretty well there because you can easily get a big burst of damage, but that's literally one part of a map that you actually do well in. Every other situation, it's kind of crappy. There's my shield, I guess. I'm just going to slowly walk away from the situation. Damba's trying trying to spam stun me, but it's not really working for him. There we go. 2 hit. If you're landing 2 or 3 chains, it works fine. But thing is, you're not really easily able to chain stuff in a lot of situations. See this little spot here? This seems to work really well. There's a couple other maps that have spots like that, but they're kind of far and few between, I guess. There's an attempt to Q it. Yeah, he's gone any second here. I can just melt through it. Maeve is over here. She's trying to run away. I reckon I can get behind the Maeve and get rid of her here. There we go. Fantastic. Actually landed some stuff to finish her off. That was literally because I walked the long way around to be able to get behind her, and it worked out great. There's the Q again. That only hit the con, which is a shame. Thought that was an enemy Strix for some reason. There's a Q. Wow, there we go. That's proper damage. But again, it only happens sometimes, and you really do have to try and line it up. And it is all dependent on the enemy team, because if they're not sat like that, you're not really going to do anything. I think it really is just the fact that Q only deals 450. When you look at like the new character IO, she fires out like 400 every half second. Oh my god, that was juicy. Can't believe we actually landed that. That was 3 people. I didn't think I'd hit the Maeve, but I guess she dipped around that corner again. I knew I was going to hit 2 of them. Didn't think I'd get the Maeve as well. They could make it go through shields. That would be really, really cool, although that probably make it a little bit too strong. It's just funny though when you compare him to like IO, the new character. Like the amount of damage you have in comparison is really, really strange. How am I even in range of that? I don't know. There was a fireball attempt. I don't even know where anybody is. I'm just going to hold that up. That is a pip ult, I'm guessing. Let's go ahead and finish him off. Never mind. Somebody else beat me to it. Let's also get rid of this Damber. There we go. Sick. I might pull out an ult here. I don't think I need to. I think my team probably has this in the bag. Their spawn is really close on this map, but I think we might be able to do it. I don't know. Should I grab Master Ryan just to be faster? Yeah, sure. What I was trying to say before I interrupted myself twice is that IO has now like a basic fire that deals 400 every half second. Jesus support. Obviously, you've got 50 less damage than on your Q, but it's very, very similar. There's a double chain. Let's get rid of her. And well, there we go. Push successful. At least wasn't able to get rid of the Cassie, but at least it's freaking 2-0. We're doing better than last time. You can easily use his ult to counter other people's ults, so I don't feel like his ult needs to be changed. There's a double ult. I'm just kind of still in here. I mean double Q, not double ult. What am I talking about? There's another Q for you. Just hold some damage. I'm just dead to that Maeve execute. Don't get me wrong though. I wouldn't say Nando is like terrible. He's not like trash tier. He's just not great, and he used to be so much better. I'm going after this Maldamba. There's my Q that actually managed to land on him. Fantastic. Can I also get rid of the pip? Yep, there we go. That's a double. There goes the Cassie as well. Just this Maeve left. Let's finish her off. There we go. And she's outie. Sick. We got 3 of them there. He's not terrible. He's still like okay. He just used to be so much better, and I really feel like he could do with a change. But if you disagree with me, be sure to let me know. I really am interested to hear your guys' thoughts on this, because for me, Nando is just one of those characters that has just completely dropped off of the grid ever since they changed him. Looks like the team's actually going to make this 4-0 push. I haven't even really done that well this match. I haven't done as badly as I did in that first one, but I also haven't really done very well. I've just kind of done okay. I'm getting ulted by the Damber and stunned by the Damber. He's gone. Let's get rid of this pip. Maybe I was using my F, but somehow it's on cooldown. I think I must have tried to use it earlier before I got CC. I didn't realize it went on cooldown because I didn't think it even went off. But there we go. Victory. Not really because of me, but because of the team. I did alright, but my team definitely carried that match there. 4-0 win to us. Maeve is the gal with top play. Not sure exactly what this is going to be. It's our Maeve. It's not their one. She gets rid of the Damber. She also gets rid of this pip. Or do I get rid of the pip? I get rid of the pip. And then she gets rid of the enemy Maeve. And does she get rid of this Cassie? I don't even know what that top play was. That was confusing, but I remember that situation at least. Well, if you look at the stats there, I actually didn't do too badly. I had second top damage, beaten only by the Maeve, which is okay. 9-5 and then 44k damage and 20k shielding isn't terrible. Ying did pretty good. Strix did pretty good. Maeve did really well, and so did the Barak. On their side, you have Maldamba who did okay. You have Khan who did okay. You have the Maeve who didn't do great. But then you have Pip and the Cassie who did alright, I suppose. Shoutouts also to Tonton Pyro. That was the Maeve who just called me out in the lobby. What a strange set of games. I don't even have any energy left. Can you tell? I've been drained from playing Nando like the past 2 days. I played him yesterday, I played him today, and all of my energy has just gone. I don't know, just for me, Nando is one of those characters that really isn't fun to play at the moment. No matter how I look at it, no matter how I try to play Nando, I never find him anywhere near as fun as like any of the other characters, which is so strange because he didn't even have that much change, but the things that he did were like the things that made it fun and things that made it really enjoyable to play. I would really, really love to see like the play rate for a lot of the characters, because I do feel like Nando's is really, really low, because when I think about everybody else on here, I think I see them more than Fernando. Charlin's kind of close. I don't see Charlin that much, but I think that's just because he's a little bit more difficult to play, and Charlin has always had like kind of a low play rate in my experience with the game, but Fernando was like pretty standard and then like pretty popular and then just instantly just back down to like barely ever being played. I see basically all of the other characters a decent amount. Maybe it's different on console. I'd love to hear from those of you guys that play on console. Do you see a lot of Nando? Because I know sometimes some of the things that I say don't line up at all with console, so maybe he's really popular over there. I don't know. I'm going to cut it here though, because I don't really need this to be a long video. I'm only doing this because you guys asked me to do this, even though you asked me to do Formidable. You asked me to play Nando mainly, and then Formidable was kind of like the second part of it. And I did play that, and I didn't enjoy it at all, and I was hoping Scorch would be a little bit more fun today. It was still kind of fun when I was lining up the queue and hitting 2 or 3 people, and that was still pretty decent, but yeah, I don't know. Let me know your thoughts, of course, in the comment section down below. I'll see you guys all very, very soon. Leave a like if you have enjoyed, and as always, stay frosty.